Welcome back to Thirukkural a day, Chapter6-8. பெருவர் பெண்டு பெருஞ்சிறப்பு புத்தேனீர் வாழும் உலகு. If women show reverence to their husbands, they will obtain great excellence in the world where the gods flourish. How does one interpret the concept of reverence in a modern marital relationship? Can the heavenly rewards manifest in unexpected ways through mutual respect and appreciation? Mrs. Gupta stood on the doorstep, her arms crossed, her disapproval radiating like a tangible force field. Really, Mrs. Vijaya? She continued, her voice laced with thinly veiled superiority. One would expect a certain level of order before Vijaya could formulate a suitably sharp retort. Rajamani appeared at her side, a beaming smile on his face, perhaps a little eager to impress Mrs. Gupta. He launched into an overly pious display. "Ah, Mrs. Gupta," he exclaimed, his voice saccharine sweet. "Do come in. You must witness the exemplary devotion with which my dear Vijaya manages our humble abode. Her tireless efforts will surely earn her great glory in the world where God's bliss abide." He then proceeded to open the door with an exaggerated flourish, nearly knocking Mrs. Gupta off balance. பெருவர் பெண்டு பெருஞ்சிறப்பு புத்தேனீர் வாழும் உலகு. If women showed reverence to their husbands, they will obtain great excellence in the world where the gods flourish. Vijaya stared at Rajamani, a mixture of bewilderment and mortification washing over her. His sudden transformation into an overly reverent husband was both ridiculous and deeply embarrassing, especially in front of Mrs. Gupta. Lata, sensing an opportunity to tease her father, joined in the charade with gusto. "Oh yes, Mrs. Gupta," she said, her voice dripping with mock piety. "Amma is practically a saint. The way she folds laundry is positively divine. And her ability to stretch one onion to feed 5 extra people is nothing short of miraculous." Mrs. Gupta looked from Rajamani's beatific grin to Lata's theatrical pronouncements and then to Vijaya, whose expression was rapidly darkening. Captain Caspian and Mali, witnessing this bizarre exchange, confused glances. "What in the blue blazes is going on here?" Mali muttered under his breath. Rajamani continued his exaggerated performance, showering Vijaya with overly pious gestures. He insisted on carrying her laundry basket, nearly dripping in the process, offered to fan her while she cooked, and even attempted to wash her feet, much to Vijaya's horror. "Rajamani, stop it," she hissed through gritted teeth. "You're making a fool of yourself." But Rajamani, caught up in his misguided attempt to be helpful, was oblivious to Vijaya's discomfort. "But my dear," he said with an air of profound wisdom, "think of the heavenly rewards that await you." Lata continued to play along, exaggerating her mother's divine qualities at every opportunity. "Oh look, Mrs. Gupta, Amma is even arranging the spice jars in alphabetical order. Such celestial organization." Mrs. Gupta, thoroughly bewildered by the strange display, could only offer a weak smile. "Very interesting," she said slowly, clearly unsure of how to process what she was witnessing. Just as Vijaya thought she couldn't endure another moment of Rajamani's over-the-top piety, he announced, "In honor of Vijaya's unwavering devotion, I shall prepare a special prayer offering." He headed toward the kitchen with a determined look. Vijaya exchanged a panicked glance with Lata. "What do you think he's going to do?" she whispered. Lata shrugged, a mischievous glint in her eye. "Knowing Appa, probably something involving a lot of chanting and possibly some questionable food combinations." A few minutes later, Rajamani emerged from the kitchen carrying a tray laden with what could only be described as a culinary abomination. It appeared to be a bizarre concoction of overripe fruit, suspiciously green vegetables, and a generous sprinkling of what looked like turmeric powder. He began chanting loudly, his voice echoing through the house. Mrs. Gupta's eyes widened in alarm, and even Captain Caspian looked slightly disturbed. As Rajamani held the tray aloft, the precarious arrangement of ingredients began to wobble. With a dramatic lurch, the entire concoction slid off the tray and landed with a resounding splat directly onto Mrs. Gupta's meticulously tailored cream-colored salwar kameez. Mrs. Gupta gashed, her face a mask of outrage. Vijaya could only stare in horrified disbelief. This was not the great glory she had envisioned.